Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. This is your daily tarot reading for the 22nd of July, 2023. My ancestors once again have called for the Tarot Illuminati, and today is the start of Leo season. So love, creativity, affection will get focus. Granted, we're dealing also with Venus going retrograde, and that comes up with its own hang-ups all on its own. So finding healthy, positive ways to express creativity and show love is very important. Venus will be in retrograde for about 6 weeks or so. So difficult for you to express love and affection, either show too much and lack focus on everyday things, or show too little and lack connection to your heart. In other words, you need to find a middle ground somewhere. And I find it interesting that the tapestry I was drawn to was one of my meditation chakra tapestries. So yes, please take some time out to make sure you are grounded. Apparently that is important. So let's go ahead and jump right in here and see what they want to say. Alright, apologies. I'm going to adjust my lighting. That should have hopefully cut down a lot of the glare. As you can see, I have tons of cards for you today on the table. We actually have 2 aces right down here at the bottom. We have 8 majors. Not surprised, Venus is going retrograde and we're switching sun signs. So there's lots of energy on top of the retrograde. No wonder they wanted my chaos deck. When we have retrogrades, this is the deck they want because it can make sense of the energy quite clearly. And we have 1 synchronicity, which is 333. Usually that's an angel number of the body, mind, and spirit being as one. And yes, that does apply for today. So let's jump right in here. We have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the High Priestess in the reverse, the 4 of Wands, Judgment, the Emperor, the 3 of Cups in the reverse, the Hierophant, the Moon, the Star, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 6 of Pentacles, the Devil, the Queen of Cups, the 3 of Wands in the reverse, the 8 of Wands in the reverse, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and we end on the Empress. Now, yes, we're going to talk about relationships because it's highlighted here, and now this doesn't necessarily mean an outside person. This can be the relationship with you, relationship with divine, but we do have the Emperor and the Empress. We do have divine feminine, divine masculine. We do have counterparts showing up. So this does apply to outward love. And the fact that Venus is in retrograde, yes, this is what we're definitely going to talk about. I would like to say, though, that all of us are starting out with this lovely King of Pentacles energy. King of Pentacles is somebody who has untold potential and power over the 3D plane. So we have lots of abundance. We're able to co-create very well. However, the universe is highlighting this time period for us to focus on our lack of intuition, our lack of connection to our gut, our feelings, our instinct. Because when we have that and it's not disconnected, it helps us vet, control, and avoid obstacles. And what do I mean by obstacles? I mean people. I mean things that don't feel right. Somebody once said that your gut is the body's second brain. And that is true. It is. So being able to be grounded, to be centered, to have your gut, your instinct, your third eye, the connection to the divine, help you navigate is important, because it does teach you relationships that are good, relationships that are bad, situations that are good and bad. Things get revealed to you, and that can help you heal. I mean, it gives you the idea of what direction you need to move in. And it's called a sixth sense for a reason. And yes, it's the body's second brain. It will help you avoid damage, assuming you are balanced. This is that meditative energy that I told you about to begin with. It's the reason why I grabbed this tapestry. Remain grounded and centered, aligned as much as possible. And right now, we're focusing on areas where you're out of whack when it comes to your intuition. Because when you, unfortunately, are out of whack, when you ignore your gut, your instincts, your connection to the divine, it affects outward things, especially your connections with other people. And when you put your emotions, your gut, that instinctive feeling that you get on the back burner and ignore it, run away from it, you are missing a piece of yourself that helps you to navigate your world. It's causing you undue stress when you do that. And it can be extremely painful. You may end up in a very bad relationship because you didn't see the red flags or spirit trying to tug you on your sleeve going, hey, don't date that person. They're abusive, you know. Hey, that person's controlling. Don't go there. Hey, that situation feels off. That job opportunity may not be the best. Avoid it. Or at least ask questions, you know, do something. See, our gut, our instinct, that intuition, that knowing that we have helps heal us, helps us explore our world, helps us be fulfilled and experience joy. Our emotions serve for a reason. And part of that is protection. Part of that is because it helps us to learn and to be authentic in our connections with our world. That way we can co-create, nurture, explore, and live the fullest life. But when there's a disconnect with that energy, not everything gets communicated. Not everything gets sidestepped that needs to be sidestepped. So we end up causing ourselves a little bit of undue pain. We oftentimes get detoured and experience things that we didn't necessarily need to because we're just plain out of alignment. And for us to be in Venus retrograde, and this is coming up, is very important because they're actually highlighting exactly where you need to put your energy, and that's into keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself aligned, reforging that connection with your own intuition, with your own third eye. Pay attention to any gut feelings you have. Don't ignore it. For God's sakes, don't ignore it because it's trying to tell you something. And to use that when it comes to anything, especially relationships at this time. And some of that is coming from a higher source. So keeping that connection fostered and alive will make sure that things are easier for you. It's that divine energy trying to push you in the right direction. That way you're headed, you're facing where you need to go. So yes, making connections, realizing this is going to be key. Because once you click on that internally and get it to fit in alignment and keep it there, it does have that outward effect. This King of Pentacles energy that we begin on, it will have an outward effect to your 3D world. And it'll be a positive one because then you can navigate and use that second brain correctly. And it'll help you even beautify and make your world a much more loving and fun place. And considering this is also in Leo season, that's great. Because that means we can use the energy of Leo very well despite the Mercury, or not the Mercury, but the Venus retrograde. So there is a way around this. There is a way to make it not so difficult for a Venus retrograde. And I did add up all your cards, and there were a lot. Trust me, there was a lot. They add up to 159, which of course reduces to 15, which ultimately reduces to 6. So a temporary opportunity. So get your connection back. Realize that you have to stay grounded. You have to stay in alignment. Realign yourself. Find out what works best for you for a centering practice. This is important. So carry it with you until Venus retrograde ends to help you lessen the blow of this retrograde. And that retrograde will last for about 6 weeks, just as a reminder. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for today. Hopefully some of this did resonate for you and will encourage you to navigate correctly. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.